For successful completion of this exercise, it is important to approach it with a good mood and a clear mind. The day should be filled with sunlight, which provides energy and a sense of anticipation for something new and pleasant. In such moments, you want to create, learn, and discover new horizons. It is not recommended to engage in exercises during illness or when the day has not turned out well. Your condition affects the productivity and effectiveness of the activities. Do not rush and start when circumstances are unfavorable. Wait for a special day, or create such a day by starting the morning with a positive mindset. Morning rituals will help you feel in harmony with yourself, allowing you to approach the task as successfully and productively as possible. By planning a day when nothing dampens your spirits, you will not only be able to practice productively but also enjoy the process, deriving maximum benefit from it. Focus on the meaning of money in your life and create a list of 20, 30 words that are associated with money. Try to write down all possible options, even if it takes several attempts. If you get tired, take a break and return to the process. Draw meaningful images and associations from your subconscious. After the exercise, relax with a cup of tea, enjoying its color and mood. Free your mind from unnecessary words and thoughts. This will help you delve into the process of reflection and self-discovery. Before continuing with your reflections, discard the unnecessary verbal clutter by clearing your mind and focusing on the meaningful aspects related to money. This process will allow you to uncover new insights about personal value and the role of money, and gain clarity on what is important in your life. Remove words with negative connotations from the list. These are terms perceived negatively not only in general, but also personally for you. For example, evil, despicable metal, scraps of paper, and others. They may carry unwanted associations or feelings, so they should be excluded. Once this step is completed, review the remaining words to determine if they cause any personal dislike. Some words may have a positive meaning or be perceived neutrally in general, but in your personal experience, they may evoke negative emotions. The word mansion may sound exquisite, but if it is associated with a person who is unpleasant to you or seems dubious, it might be inappropriate. If the mansion symbolizes wealth earned dishonestly, such associations make it undesirable. This process helps create a list that reflects your personal values and preferences. Focus on meaningful aspects, such as tangible and intangible value. The material side is represented by money. For example, apartment symbolizes the stability and comfort they provide. These words reflect the aspiration for financial independence and success. Help visualize material goods and stimulate motivation. Keywords should evoke a sense of confidence and security that comes with material well-being. Choose a word that reflects emotional joy, such as delight, a feeling that fills life with warmth. It symbolizes moments of genuine happiness and the enjoyment of the fruits of labor. A word associated with energy, like snow, refreshes and renews perception, providing strength. These three words, like a business card of the subconscious, create a harmonious vision of the future, where the material, emotional, and energetic intertwine into one positive concept. When faced with numerous options, it's important to first pay attention to your feelings. How do you check that these words are the right fit? Listen to your emotions. Firstly, the chosen words should inspire action. If they evoke positive emotions and stimulate creativity, it's a good sign. This means that their effectiveness in your context is significant. Evaluate how well your words align with the established goal. Ensure that they accurately convey the necessary information or mood. Check the appropriateness of the words in context and how they are perceived by the audience. If they clearly convey thoughts and support the main idea, you are on the right track. The connection between enthusiasm and the effectiveness of words will help achieve better results. When perceiving words, a phenomenon occurs. They instantly transform into a vivid picture, as if they come alive and create a living association in your imagination. It is more than just a set of letters or sounds. Behind each word lies an entire world of feelings and impressions. You intuitively understand that something meaningful, possessing reality, beauty, and physical form, is hidden behind the words. Words become conduits, creating bridges to something deep and significant. They help uncover hidden connections and imbue events with meaningful richness. The sensation that something tangible stands behind the words enhances your perception, allowing you to see not just the meaning in the lines, but also a holistic picture that forms in your imagination. This picture emerges not only as beautiful and lively, but also full of emotions that awaken memories and create an emotional connection with what you ponder. As a result, words become not just a means of conveying information, but also a key to a profound personal experience. When you visualize words, you imagine them in certain colors that evoke associations with money. For example, green may remind you of dollar bills, and golden of jewels or coins. Thus, the use of color enhances the connection to the financial theme. The associative connection with color and money adds significance to words and helps reinforce the sense of the theme. Color serves as a powerful trigger, enhancing the perception of information. A colorful representation of text allows for a deep understanding of the concept of visual metaphor. Color becomes a part of the perception of text and the reaction to it, amplifying influence and meaning. You discovered that two colors, green and orange, trigger associations with money for you. This happened after playing with sequences of words, leading to interesting conclusions. For instance, the sequence bank recognition C was associated with the color green, reminiscent of the freshness of banknotes. However, this image then faded, like old dollars. This transformation prompted a reflection that warned out money doesn't resemble the kind of money one would want to possess. This process sparked a wave of reflection on the meaning and perception of colors in our lives. You did not expect that the initially attractive green, symbolizing wealth, could change its meaning. In both cases, it is the color of money, but in the first case, it is bright and desirable, while in the second, it is dull and undesirable. You found yourself associating old dollars with expiration, with something to be avoided. This makes one think about how the perception of color can influence attitudes toward material values, and how such changes can be subtle and unexpected. In the second row, there were euro, business, carnival, elements that seemingly fit the task. However, they stubbornly refused to take on colorful forms, remaining abstract. Instead of a bright firework, the images emerged as a bubbling ultraviolet substance without a palette. Something hindered these concepts from acquiring clear nuances, as if an invisible filter was dampening the color, turning the intended riot of hues into ultraviolet sheens. This created the effect of a mysterious but unattainable picture. The third row stood out with its charm. On it was a dress, like a rustling stream, which captivated with a bright golden, orange color. This color shimmered in thoughts, filling them with warmth and richness. It evoked memories of triumph and inner satisfaction, leaving a feeling of harmony and significance. The words describing this array soothed the soul, evoking a desire to touch something personal and dear. It was magic, a blend of aesthetics and a sense of abundance, allowing no chance to pass by. You felt it was yours, and chose this array as a symbol of connection with thrilling and valuable moments. The attraction, infused with a sense of success and memories of happiness, anchored the decision in your soul. Sometimes it seems that certain words are perfect for advancement in the financial sector, but this is not always the case. The financial sector has its own specifics, requiring a careful approach and understanding. Money is a complex and capricious aspect of our lives. Therefore, it is important to choose words and expressions with care so that they truly contribute to your financial growth and success. Word choice can play a key role in achieving financial goals. However, one cannot rely solely on intuition or superficial analysis. It is essential to be vigilant and attentive so that words work for us, not against us. Insufficient attention to detail can lead to difficulties. Every mistake can be costly. So it is important to consider each action and word carefully to ensure they provide benefits in a financial context. Begin to repeatedly say the chosen words, experimenting with different speeds and intonations. Play with diversity. Chant the words. Use a recitative style. Increase the volume or reduce it to a whisper. Break the words into letters. The goal is to create the maximum number of variations to improve perception and assimilation of information through sensory experience. Each new interpretation helps reach the essence of the words, strengthening your confidence in what you are saying. Add elements of movement. Start walking, swimming. Use every opportunity for motion. Include invigorating swaying and then immerse yourself in dance. This resembles shamanic dances, helping you delve deeper into the rhythm of your words. Engaging the body and voice creates a special harmony, enhances focus, and amplifies the effect, while the freedom of movement inspires and liberates the mind from rigidity. There is no need to overact and make it comical. The main task is not to be funny. It's enough to sway slightly in time with the words. Such movement helps the words penetrate deeper, serving as their conductor. Words, combined with movement, gently sink into the subconscious. We strive for this effect. It is important that words not only sound, but also leave a trace in our memory, becoming part of our inner world. Such a combination of movements and pronunciation promotes deep perception and memorization. This is exactly the result we need when it comes to the influence of words on our internal state. There will come a moment when words, previously seeming like mere sounds, will become meaningful and a part of you, existing in unison with your consciousness. This will happen when you are ready to accept them as something your own, absorbed into the depths of your being. Do not fear. This is only the beginning. Take a deep breath and release the words into the world, where they will gain a new life. Imagine how, after inhaling, the words that were once sitting inside you gain freedom. You will feel how, as they fly out, they become colored in the shades and hues you assign to them. These words begin their journey, carrying your energy and meaning, connecting the outside world with what was inside, enriching it with new meanings and emotions. Each word can change the space around you, adding a unique color, painting the world in the tones you desire. Whatever emotions accompany you, it is important to grasp the main point. The task is completed, and the goal is achieved. It is not only the action, but also the result that you feel throughout your entire being. Repeating these words will create a habit that helps through self-persuasion. Acquire the skill of reciting these phrases like a mantra, transforming the sounds into a harmonious flow that penetrates the consciousness and subconsciousness. This approach resembles chanting a mantra, where words merge and gain special power. Embrace this mantra as a personal talisman, protecting and guiding you towards success. Gradually, it will become an integral part of your day and a source of inner resources. Mastering this process will help unlock potential and reach a new level of well-being. Remember, the consistency of this affirmation opens doors to a successful life and growth. Perform this exercise twice, creating mantras separately for money and wealth. Money is a changing flow of resources, while wealth symbolizes stability and longevity. Since they are different, the quality of life depends on each category, and the mantras should differ. Start with a mantra for money and observe the changes. When you see the results from the first mantra, proceed to create the second one, associated with the concept of wealth. This approach will allow you to fully utilize the potential of each aspect in your life. Do not rush the process. Give yourself time to feel and understand how each mantra affects you and your life. Personal experiments and observations will help refine and adjust the mantras for maximum effectiveness. Gradually, by following this path, you will be able to increase your awareness regarding these concepts and apply them to enhance your reality.